Okay, good evening, good. Ayan, pareho tayo mo ng greetings na good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of the attendees po natin tonight. So, ayan, tonight sa amin na nasa Pinas, pero dun sa mga iba na siguro nasa ibang lugar and country, so posibleng hindi gabi sa kanila, diba? So, yun, first, thank you muna to Miss Nell and also to the other leaders na in charge of always assisting rin us in terms of organizing this webinar. So, yun, happy kami to be able to present once again. So, we have some updates, we have some announcements, most especially from the convention ng last weekend. So, about the My Trade, yan, nabanggit ko na kanina about the Soldivo points. So, meron po tayong mga i-announce about it. Tsaka mga konting reminders. Yan. So, let me start. And by the way, I'm Tina Rosales from Rapper Financial. So, na-mention Miss Nell na ako yung Senior Business Development Officer in charge of the groups. Actually, mixed yung group po natin. So, meron from Team Dragon, may from Team Phoenix, meron from Team 72 Xers, sila Miss Cathy, sila Miss Grace, yan. So, okay, the topic for tonight is about mutual funds. So, the title is Investing Made Easy Through Mutual Funds. So, by the way, welcome muna pala natin yung mga first time po to attend the webinar. So, yan, very excited kami. Kasi this module is, actually, medyo siya, talaga mutual fund basic. So, more of combined modules 1 and 2 siya. So, in-ensure namin na lahat ng FAQs on how to start, what are mutual funds, how it works. So, lahat yun isinama na po natin dito sa ating module to. Okay. So, the topic is, wait, yung title natin, Investing Made Easy Through Mutual Funds. So, the outlines of the topics are the following. So, first part would be about the goal setting. Second is goal and fund matching. Third would be why should we invest, most especially dun sa mga first time to attend the webinar. So, syempre, di-discuss muna natin yung why part dun sa unang portion nitong talk. Tapos, fourth, mutual fund basics. Fifth is how can I start? How do I start? Next, how do I invest regularly? Seventh is, how can I monitor my investment? So, syempre, yung mga confirmations, mga ganyan, mga SOA. So, we will be discussing about it. It would be partners and products. Okay, yung mga brands natin, di ba, merong latest na tayong kini-cater. Ninth, bakit kailangan mag-start as a 10th, bakit din kailangan na gawin natin siya regular. Okay, pero before we start, meron muna tayong few announcements. So, by the way, dun sa mga naka-attend, no? So, I'm sure you can remember na nilaunch po natin yung My Trade. So, this is an online platform, stock trading platform po under Abacus Securities Corporation. So, isa na si My Trade and si Abacus dun sa mga partners po natin. So, aside from mutual funds, kinikater na rin nila for yung itong platform po natin which we call My Trade under ng Abacus. So,
Tina, may
isa na
maingay.
rin. Hello?
Walang
Ay, may maingay. Ano yung maingay?
May
May something.
Oo.
Na naman. Ano yun?
Ayun, yung mga ganyan.
Nawala. Ay, sige, wait.
Baka yung...
May malapit na charger sa akin. Kaya na, yung walang nakasaksa. Yan, nawala na po.
Sige. Okay na, sige.
Better. Ayun, okay, sige. Buti sinabi. Pero walang, ayan, sige. Let's continue na lang po. Ayan. So, yun, we were discussing about My Trade po. So, yun, nilaunch po natin siya and na-mention po siya ni boss nung last day 1 of the convention, di ba, sa SMX. So, isa na po ito sa mga main highlights, mga, yun, ng membership benefits po natin. And, pinakabago. Ayan. So, maganda na might as well we can take advantage of it as we have, we have several promo. So, if you recall din, dun sa mga nakadaan po sa booth po namin, tsaka dun sa mga pinamigay po natin na material. So, we have indicated there na meron tayong mga pa-promo which are first, merong iPad tayong ipaparaffle. So, second is, meron tayong ipaparaffle also na 25,000 worth of investment. So, the minimum, o yun, third thing din pala is, yung minimum to start, they have adjusted it to 5,000 only. So, di ba, ang minimum talaga ng MyTrade and ng Abacus to open an account is at 10,000. So, yun, they have adjusted it to 5,000. So, that is just for 1 month na nag-start siya nung last Saturday. So, ongoing yun from August 19 until September 18. So, yan. Again, the minimum to start, it's just as low as 5,000 parang mutual funds lang. Second, yung mga mag-open po within the promo period, may chance sila to win 25,000 worth of investment. And third is the iPad. So, merong ayan, mga paraffle po tayo. So, yung mga kliyente pala nag-submit po ng documents last Friday yan. So, we will be contacting you all to assist you on the procedures po, on what to do next. And, okay, another announcement rin po na mention ni boss last Saturday was about the Solvivo points. Okay, so meaning lahat ng investments under you na papasok. So, meron yung equivalent na points. So, for this pala, by the way, actually marami na ring nagtanong if counted ba yung kailangan ba na personal investment yun or what if investment ng mga clients under you. Okay, yan ba? Maraming may soldivo dun sa group mo na so paano ba yung counting? So, we will be coordinating po with IMG marketing and support on this para ma-clarify po natin yung mga info na yun. Pero ang sure tayo is that lahat po ng mga mag-i-invest po moving forward, so, yun, actually counted yun, di ba? So, maganda rin to maximize. So, not just you invest in mutual funds in Solivo while mababa pa yung price, but also, at least on the side, meron din po siyang equivalent points. Okay, that is the second, no? Tapos yun, some reminders lang din, tsaka mga dati na natin itong na-announce, no, about the Atra mutual funds po. The minimum, okay, is now as low as 5,000. So, nung before, parang may trade din, diba? The starting is at 10K. Tapos, to add is at 5,000 yung minimum. Tapos, actually, for the alpha, so, before 100,000 yung starting, minimum starting. So, pero ngayon, across all funds, so it's just very affordable. Same with the other funds, we can start as low as 5. Okay, that is about the Atra mutual funds. And so, another reminder and announcement also. So, we're promoting yung HIP natin or the hassle-free investment program. So, one easy and convenient way for clients to make top-ups. So, would be to issue post-dated checks. So, for clients na may mga checking account po, so at least itong way po natin na to if ever we will be enrolling our mutual funds po dito sa HIP natin. So, madali lang siya kasi you just issue checks. You will just fill out forms tapos isang submission. Si Ramper na po and IMG yung in charge of the booking. So, automatic yung booking po natin ng mga checks. Yan. So, if ever you have questions about the announcement, so, we will be entertaining it after po. Yun, na-mention ni Miss Nell, pwede nyo pong i-chat muna. So, mamaya, babalikan po natin. Okay, and before we start, ito yung last slide ko muna. No? So, I'd like to show you, okay, ito, we got this from Bloomberg. Okay, so, it says here, yung title ng ating slide is PSE. By the way, 53 na ang ating participants. Okay, so, dumami na tayo, okay. So, PSEI stands for Philippine Stock Exchange Composite Index. So, it simply means ito po yung top 30 na companies, or I mean listed companies from different sectors. So, meaning if you say telco, andyan yung PLDT, andyan yung Globe. If you say real estate, andyan yung Ayala Land, yung SMDC, yung banking sector, so andyan yung BPI, andyan yung BDO or Metro Bank. So, more of mixed ng mga companies, pero top, kumbaga best of the best among its sectors na nire-represent. So, etong trend na to, ito yung galaw ng buong 30 listed companies kung ano yung laman ng PSEI for the past, okay, 5 years. Okay. So, it shows here, okay, from 2012. Okay, 2012 till 2017. Ito, hina-highlight ko lang po dito na we can see na from this level, 2012, mid of 2012, up to 2017, it's noticeable na actually umakyat yung market. Pero in between, it also shows na actually yun yung disclaimer about ESG and of course yung mga aggressive mutual funds natin na mamaya i-discuss po natin. So, posible talaga po mag-akit babae. So, ang pinaka best technique pa rin and investment strategy would be to invest regularly. So, we'll be discussing later about it. Pero for us, would like to emphasize lang na if ever we'll be investing in mutual funds, the longer we stay po, the better. So, for us to maximize yung potential po ng funds po natin. Okay, ayan. So, let's go sa ating slides. Okay, pa rin. I'll skip na the fund. Yan, mamaya papakita naman po natin. So, first part would be about the goal setting. So, it says here, yeah, your dreams are only your dreams until you write them down. Then they are goals. So, for us, yung first things first na kailangan din talaga natin munang settle would be about etong one word na to, about your goals. So, whatever your plans, especially for clients na magsa-start pa ng mag-invest, and also might as well, di ba, for clients din na may existing accounts na pero they have, ano mo yun, mixed din eh. Yung iba, hindi na nakakapaglagay regularly, o di kaya minsan lang, o di kaya hindi nakakapag-add all or nag-lump sum lang. For us, ito rin yung best time for us to revisit the goals that we have. So, in line with that, yeah, I'd like you to write down. Okay, so as we go through the yung ating topics po, no, so ito, dadaanan ko lang to. I'd like you to think of your top 3 goals. So, for the number 1, so you can think of any short-term goal. So, meaning, in a matter of 1 to 3 years, ano yung gusto po ninyo na ako magkapag-ipon. So, could be vacation, di ba, or capital for a business. Then, second is medium term. So, usually, pag tinatanong natin yung mga clients, ang sagot dyan is bahay, di ba, or kotse. So, yung mga assets. Now, the third would be long term. By the way, the medium term is in a matter of 3 to 5 years po. Tapos, yung third is long term. So, meaning, in a matter of 5 years or more, ano yung gusto po natin, pag-ipunan po. Okay. Yan. So, mamaya kasi yung mga goals po natin na sinulat or yung mga naisip po natin in mind, yun yung ima-match po natin eventually dun sa mga funds po natin. Tsaka, ito rin yung magiging guide natin, okay, as to ano ba yung funds na dapat kong i-prioritize na kunin. Okay. Second would be about the goal and fund matching. Okay. So, usually kasi we get to be asked by clients if ano yung magandang funds to invest in. So, okay ba Sugi? Okay ba yung Atram? So, for us, we cannot actually immediately answer yung ganong question. So, we have to also know first ano muna yung goal ng client na kausap po natin. So, kaya very important kung ano rin yung mga sinulat po ninyo kanina. So, ano yung number 1 goal, ano number 2, ano number 3. Tapos, of the 3, we have to prioritize as well ano yung uunahin natin na pag-ipunan. So, we have to be clear with that. Yan. So, here muna, okay. The recommendations po natin, yung mga funds po na sinasuggest natin would be dun sa naiisip nyo na number one goal, yung short term. Okay, so we suggest yung conservative fund which we call bond. Tapos dun sa second, medium term, so we suggest balance. Pag long term naman po, so of course, dapat aggressive yung fund which is the stock fund. So later on, i-elaborate naman natin about it. Tapos, pero before we go dun sa third natin po na subtopic, ito, we also have to know rin ano yung maliban dun sa goals po ninyo, tsaka yung time frame. We also have to know ano yung level of risk tolerance natin. So, meaning, ano yung background po natin on investment. Tsaka, pangalawa is, how much risk yung kaya nating i-take. Tsaka, ano rin yung kind of investor that we are. So, pag conservative investor tayo, so we do suggest bond. Pag moderate type of investor tayo, so of course, the recommendation is yung medyo moderate lang din, which we call balance. Tapos, pag aggressive naman yung investor, so the suggestion is stock. Now, the third topic is why invest. So, basically, actually, meron lang tayong top 2 reasons, diba, why should we consider investing. So, actually, we can choose not to invest or to just simply save or diba, to prioritize other types of products, etc. Or to procrastinate investing. But for us, ito yung mga rason why dapat nating i-push na mas mag-invest the soonest possible. So, first is to fight inflation or to beat inflation. Second is to achieve yung mga goals po natin. So, yung first part would be about how much yung nalulose ng money natin. So, if you are saving in the bank, so, ang savings rate, the interest rate of the savings accounts are basically at 0.25% only. So, super baba niya. And if your money is just parked in the bank, tapos yun lang yung kinikita niya, basically, kasi mas mataas pa yung inflation, which is around 3%, yeah, 3% or 4%. So, if the inflation is higher than how much our money is earning in the savings, so for us, medyo missed opportunity yun. And sayang yung potential ng money po natin to earn more. So, the truth is, meron tayong other options for us to consider. So, meaning, pwede nating malabanan yung inflation yun. So, if it's around 3%. So, may ibang options po tayo wherein pwedeng kumita yung funds or our money higher than the usual inflation rate po. Now, yung second, kailangan nyo rin pong i-take note would be about your goals. So, kung meron kayong pinag-iipunan, be it retirement or for education ng kids po ninyo na baby pa lang as of now. So, mabigat if you're just going to save lang in the bank. So, medyo mabigat-bigat yung in terms of yung iipunin natin, tipong baka per month, kakailangan mo 6 digits talaga. So, or, 5 digits. Unlike if you will be investing it, diba, your budget for the education or for retirement, medyo mas hindi ganun ka pressured. Bakit? Kasi your money will be working for you eh. So, meaning kahit X amount lang yung invest mo, given na it will be earning more. So, mas may leverage ka for your money as compared if you just save it. So, take note natin, 2 reasons why should we invest. Kasi if not, kung hindi natin na-address to, so for us, di ba, parang sayang. Sayang if we will just not going to invest at all. Fourth would be about mutual funds. Okay, ayan. So, pero before natin ipakita yung definition of mutual funds, so in layman's term, I would explain mutual funds as two things. So, first is pooled funds, pinagsama-samang funds, kumbaga. Now, the second is managed fund. Okay, so pooled fund meaning it's not just about your money but also about the money of other clients. So, pinagsama-sama all together. Now, the second is managed fund. So, meaning we get to leverage din on the skills and expertise and yung access ng fund managers, ng mga fund managers, I mean, to the different investment vehicles po. So, again, pag sabing mutual funds, first, it's pooled fund. Second, it is managed fund. Pero by the book, the definition is mutual funds is an investment company that pools money together from numerous investors and invests them in various securities depending on the investment objectives and policies of the company. Pero paano ba siya nag-work? Yeah. So we are the investors or the shareholders. So we are investing our money. Now, the minimum to start is as low as 5K. So, yan, happy kami dun sa mga nag-chat kanina pala na magsa-start pa lang or yung papers nila napadala na, 'di ba? So, actually very affordable talaga to really start investing and hindi ka rin na required na mag-start ng malaki or to invest din ng malaki din every month. So, as long as na-meet mo yung minimum or if you can invest a little higher than the minimum, well, the better. Yan. Okay. So, next, yung funds natin, meaning yung money po natin na i-invest would be converted into number of shares. So, it depends una sa magkano po yung price on nung fund na pag-investan po natin. Second is about how much din yung plinings natin. So, syempre pag mas mura yung price ng fund, ng mutual fund, mas maraming shares na mabibili. And same way then, if we invest a bigger amount, so mas marami po yung shares natin na Now, dito naman si fund manager papasok into the picture. So, yung fund manager na-mention natin kanina pag sinabing mutual funds, diba una, it's pooled fund. So, like in this part of the diagram. Now, the second is managed fund. So, pag sinabi mong managed fund, so meaning may fund manager po tayo na hinahire to do the work in behalf of the investor. So, ini-invest niyo po yan either sa stocks or sa bonds. So, yung stocks po, ito, basta ang nature po niyan, it is very aggressive. Kabaliktaran ni bonds na conservative, yung stocks are, yung stocks, it move upward and downward. So, katulad ng PSEI kanina. So, yung mga stocks, okay, and yung mutual funds po natin under this category, actually, mas aggressive siya and pinaka-aggressive po. Unlike on the other hand ng bond, so ito naman fixed income. So, mas conservative, may fixed po na interest. Now, yung earnings, so saan ba siya napupunta? So, babalik lang po siya dun sa fund. And eventually, babalik siya to the investor. So, it depends din sa ilan yung shares na meron tayo. Kasi syempre, halimbawa, meron akong 10,000 shares. Tapos yung sold ko, di ba, from below 1 peso. So, umakyat siya to, let's say, 2 or 3 pesos, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, kumita na po ako. So, it depends lang din dun sa shares po na meron. Okay, and the different types of funds are the following. So, we have bond, money market. Third is stock. Fourth is balance. So, we can disregard po the money market kasi in terms of earnings, it's just low. So, 2% lang po. Mas okay na focus tayo dun sa bond. So, by the way, ito yung mga recommendations natin. Depende dun sa kung ano yung goals nyo po na sinet kanina, 'di ba, nung umpisa. So, we suggest bond fund dun sa number one, halimbawa dun sa mga clients na nakapag-less daw ng three goals nila. So, dun sa number one, you can write bond. Okay, tapos dun sa number three, dun sa number two, I suggest balance. Tapos yung third naman, I do suggest stock fund. Okay. So, isa-isayin natin. Basta pag bond fund, so, from the term itself, dito lang siya, ini-invest po ng fund namin. So, pag sinabi namang stock fund, so, purely stocks lang po. Pero, pag sinabi naman natin, balance. Okay, so, the suggestion is, yung pinag-i-investan ng funds po natin na balance fund would be both stocks po tsaka bonds. Tapos yun, moreover, pag sinabing bond, so given na bonds lang po siya naka-play, so mas conservative siya. In terms of earnings, the average po per annum is at 6%. Okay. Tapos, kabaliktaran naman ng stock fund, so since purely stocks po siya naka-invest and it's an aggressive type of mutual fund, so we should expect higher potential earnings for it. So it's at 18%. Pag balanced fund naman, so given na nasa gitna, so combined stocks and bonds po siya in the end, sa part ng left. So the average earnings po per annum is at 12%. So take note nyo lang po yan, basta pag sinabing bond or bond fund, dito po naka-invest. Bonds. Pero pag stock fund, so purely stocks, pag sinabi mong balance naman, so pareho. Same way din, pag ang kliyente is conservative, so of course, it's tayo bond. Pag aggressive, so of course, stock fund. Pag moderate or medium term ang goal, of course, the recommendation is bond. Next would be the benefits, what's in it for me. So, it includes here tax exemption, walang tax, diba, walang withholding tax. May fund manager ka, it's affordable to start. Diba, hindi mo naman, and hindi ka required na malaki agad yung starting mo. Tapos, other than the ones mentioned, it's also liquid. So, if ever you need the money back, so it's easy naman to withdraw. Pero we do suggest again na if as early as possible, if we can set the time frame and the goals, the better po. So, para din ma-maximize natin yung so, kahit ang holding period po ng funds po natin is around 3 months or 6 months. So, still we suggest and we stick to the suggestion, which is, if possible, if we can say 5 years, diba, or 3 years, it depends lang sa atin, tsaka dun sa goal po natin. Tapos, yung other benefit rin dito na na-mention is diversification. So, meaning, it is invested across different securities. So, it's about not putting all your eggs in one basket. And with that, and by the way, I'll be showing later yung mga sample natin na fund facts. Now, paano muna ba ako mag-start? Mamaya meron din ditong part yung ano-ano yung funds po natin. Pero before that, paano muna mag-start? No? So, if I will be investing, what do I do next? So, we have to first visit muna yung goals natin na nasunulat po. No? Now, the second is, we will be giving recommendations later. Tapos, up to the client naman if you'll be following it. Pero, we encourage you to study it. So, reviewing yung mga recommendations namin and the fonts and the materials po. Tapos, just feel free lang din to ask always. Okay. Now, the third is, pag nakapag-decide ka na paano, alin yung fonts, ganyan, alin yung mas convenient, we encourage you to act. So, simple lang act. Okay. So, the sooner we start, the better. And it's actually not about how much yung kakailanganin nating ilagay. Hindi naman tayo dito na nag-start ka ng malaki. So, mahalaga rito the sooner you start talaga, the better po. Now, the fourth is to prepare and submit all of the requirements. So, ang requirements lang naman natin are as follows. So, forms lang po yan, originally signed, photocopies of valid IDs, at least dalawa. If joint account, dapat pareho po. Okay, tapos the payment. For payment po, the options natin are as follows. So, you can give cash. Tapos, pwede rin, I mean, all through the cashier naman po yung submission. Tapos, yun, cash or pwede rin mag-issue ng check. Tapos, pwede rin pong over-the-counter deposit or remit. Okay, ayan. So, next, few reminders. So, most especially for initial. So, yun lang naman yung crucial dun pag additional. Madali lang din naman to really add. So, yun yung pwede nang through the bank, you can issue checks, or the PDCs, diba? So, madali na lang. First would be, most especially for clients na nasa ibang bansa. So, Hong Kong yan, or Macau, diba? So, before sending the docs here, so we do suggest if clients will be sending us soft copies. Yeah. So, para then we can double check. And also, to avoid rin po yung pagkakaroon ng delay, di ba, or problem po dun sa pagpapasa. Now, yun, crucial info rin to be indicated in the forms are the mailing address, tsaka yung email address. So, kailangan clear po. Tapos, the third would be, actually, automatic na reminder. So, dapat completely filled out po yung forms. Tapos, kung kailangan, so we have to write none. Tsaka, especially for ATRAM, sila yung strict po on those. Yun. Okay, now, I'll be showing lang the list of initial forms. It will be better if we can be familiar with all of the forms, pero no need naman to memorize. So, basta mix of may mga client info sheet, meron ding mga investment app form po yun, tsaka signature card. Now, the sixth pala, okay. Topic. So, kanina, paano mag-start now? How do I invest on a regular basis? So, same yung mga na-mention natin kanina. It's still applicable also for top-up. So, first is to give cash. So, halimbawa may account na ako, tapos I want to add. So, pwede ako mag-cash through the cashier. So, second is to issue check. Third would be to do an over-the-counter deposit or pwede rin namang mag-remit. Now, the fourth option is to issue PDCs or the post-dated checks. So, maganda again about it is that regularly meron ka ng automatic na. Now, the next subtopic about how do I invest regularly. So, we have different banks. Yan. So, I won't be discussing all naman. Pero, some of these, merong bills payment facility. So, meaning po, each time na nag-a-add po kayo, so, given na naka-enroll po yung funds natin dun sa zero load, so, no deductions pa rin po yun. So, kahit directly to the bank. And good thing about it is it's for automatic booking. So, for some of the funds, merong bills payment. So, like, anong funds yan? Ito. Both for BPI na over-the-counter or online. So, for both Solvivo and Philam, it's applicable. Tapos yun, for Atram, it's suggested that we can direct our money through INC. Tapos for the rest of the funds, meron tayong mga over-the-counter deposits. Pero, lang kailangan mag-fill out pa rin ng form. Tsaka, i-kiosk, okay, yung copy ng form tsaka ng payment. Okay, ayan. About the monitoring of funds. Okay, so, by the way, I'll be sending naman the slide. So, as long as fill out po kayo ng attendance yan. So, hihingin natin na lang from Miss Nell later on yung copy po ng attendance. Okay. Tapos ito naman about the monitoring of your investment. So, for each time na nag-i-invest po tayo, so, meron po tayong confirmation na matatanggap. So, merong for other funds, it's via email. For other funds, it's hard copy. For other funds, you can check it online. So, may portal po tayo for it. For the while if ever na hindi man tayo makapag-invest, 'di ba? Meron ba tayong update na matatanggap? So meron. So we call it statement of account. So for other funds, it's via email, and for some, it's hard copies. Okay, so like for Soldivo, may email ka matatanggap. May printed confirmation din. Yung SOA, it's every quarter in hard copies. PhilAm naman is confirmation is printed. Yung SOA, may option ka if you want soft copy or hard copy. So, just let me know lang if merong any changes na gusto po natin na gawin dun sa account. Pag ETR, may options po, pwede ring soft copy or hard copy. Okay? Tapos, for Sun Life, pareho. Equity naman, all emails. So, parehong SOA, statement of account, and the confirmation. Yung First Metro, yung confirmation, it's printed, pero yung SOA po, every quarter. So, nagkakaiba-iba lang ng konti, di ba? Pero, just the idea, dapat may confirmation po tayong matatanggap. So, each time na nag-invest tayo, and also for us then, of course, di ba, to check kung kamusta yung status. Pero aside from the confirmation, meron din po nga statement of account. Okay. Tapos the funds that we have na merong online portal facilities are the following. So, meron po yung PhilAm. Okay. Meron din po yung uh, Atram, and Sun Life. And actually, First Metro also. Okay, ayan. So, next would be the partners. Okay, mabilis lang tayo, di ba? So, the eighth part is, okay, about the funds that we have. Meaning the brands, no? So, we have Atram, which is under ng Mi Bank. Tapos, we also have Philam Asset, I mean. So, which is under Philam Life. So, Livo naman, our own funds po by Ramper. First Metro naman is Metro Bank Group. Equity is Advantage. And lastly is Sun Life. So, Sun Life Asset Management is under ng Sun Life Finance. Ito, I won't be discussing all of the funds one by one. Pero this part, ito, kasama siya nung fund profiles po natin. So, which I'll also be sending rin via email. So, ito yung profiles natin na tinatawag. So, we have the name of the funds, tapos anong klase, the risk profile of these funds, magkano yung minimum, tapos both to start tsaka to add, tapos meron ding holding period. So, meaning before we should withdraw, kailangan ma-complete natin, or else meron pong exit fee. Yung entry fee, by the way, is ito naka-waive na. Okay, so meaning lahat ng mag-i-invest po moving forward under IMG. So it is yan, waive na po yung entry fee. Yan, for the Soldivo, we have PhilAm. So later, meron naman po tayong mga recommendations per type. For Atram, ito, it's noticeable. The minimum na po are yan, 5K yan. Ito hindi na natin edit, pero the rest are for the starting 5K tapos to add 1,000. For Sun Life, ito yung mga funds natin. So, we have total of 7. For Phil Equity, we have 5 funds naman. So, by the way, mixed yung mga funds. So, merong in dollars, merong in peso, merong balance fund yung Phil, may balance fund din ng I mean the Atram and First Metro, meron ding mga stock funds yung Sun Life and Atram. So, iba-iba. Iba-iba yung mga funds po na. Yan. Now, next next is fun fact sheet. So, eto naman po would be related dun sa first benefit of mutual funds. So, if you recall, it is diversification. So, we don't, the quote is quote unquote, we don't put all our eggs in one basket po. So, same din ng mga funds natin na to, katulad ng yung mutual fund natin na Solvivo. So, total assets as of March of this year, so it's 800M. So, meaning saan ba naka-place yun? So, 8% of it goes to Ayala Corp. Another 8% goes to SMIC. Another 7 would go to Ayala Land. So, meaning yung money natin na ini-invest together with other funds. So, maraming pwede niyo pong paglagay. So, yun yung diversification natin na sinasuggest. The recommendations ito ay encourage you to write it. So, dun sa number, di ba, we have total of 3 goals that we have written. So, yung number 3 is stock fund, more of pang long term. So, the recommendations are as follows. You can screenshot. So, we have Atram, we have Solvivo. Yung number 3, yun, disregard should be PAMI Equity Index Fund. Tapos, Sun Life also may stock in. So, the recommendation which is Atram is more of the potential earn, I mean the historical performance, tsaka yung potential pa to earn more. The rest of the funds would be about yung cheap prices. Okay, so yes, it's still these funds have potential earnings, diba? And it's good if ever na we can take advantage as early as possible. Okay, now next, what do we recommend naman about the other funds? No, dun sa number 2 natin na sinulat na goal. So, medium term, meaning medium term. No? So, the suggestions are Atram tsaka Film Fund. Tapos, dun sa bond, okay, we do suggest Film Bond and the Soldipo Fund. Tapos, ito, we have the updates for the prices. So, ito as of last week, if I'm not mistaken. So, hindi man updated, pero nagtabulan almost yung prices po natin. So, like, for Soldivo, so it's at 91 cents, up by 12%. For PAMI Equity, it is at 50 to 16% up. So, meaning ito yung fund names, tapos ito yung prices. Okay, ng funds. If you'll invest now. Tapos the earnings. So, meaning, year to date, lahat ng kita ng fund from the first working day up to these latest dates. Yeah. So, alpha, ito, Atram 1.5, Atram Philippine Equity, so 4.5. Okay. Now, the balance fund. So, by the way, ito yung mga recommendations din po natin. So, for balance funds, we have Film Fund at 16 pesos. Atram is now at 2.377. For the bond funds po, we have 0.9258. So, Lipo Fund. For Film Bond naman, it's at 4. Film Dollar, it's at 2. Now, ito. The last 2 subtopics. Ito, why should we start now? Kasi, di ba, given na we've discussed about mutual funds, about how to start, the requirements, tapos, yung mga payment options ngayon. So, for us, the sooner we start kasi the better. So, we have this quote na it says from Robert Kiyosaki. So, he has said before, it's not about how much money you make, but how much money you keep and how hard it works for you and how many generations keep it for. So, again, it just boils down dun sa kung paano natin minamanage yung money natin. That's first. And second is, if we are setting aside some of our extra funds or I mean, regularly, how much ba yung natatabi natin for ourselves, for our future. So, yun yung question dyan. And it's not just about saving, but also investing. Kasi if ever na we have enough money, tapos it's just in the bank. So, for us, hindi pa rin na ma-maximize ng money natin yung potential earnings po niya. Okay, so yun. Again, the sooner we start, the more given na we have. So, di mo points, we also have points for the might trade. So, might as well take advantage mo na. Now, the last part is why should I do it on a consistent way? Okay, so bakit mahalaga na at least once a month? So we call it the peso cost averaging strategy, which was actually highlighted by Boss last Saturday. Okay, so cost averaging is about investing regularly. So it's about placing minimum amount regularly. So let's say kahit 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 monthly. So for us, malaking bagay na yun. So as long as we really do it consistently and, di ba, wholeheartedly and religiously. So, malaking bagay po yan. So, why are we really promoting it? Di ba? Bakit? Kasi, it's because of the changes in the price. So, like, for the example, yung client nag-stock fund, so under Philippines, di ba, we know po na the funds, na the minimum po to start is at 5,000 tapos to add it's just at 1,000. So, yung fill equity rin is at the latest price is at 38 pesos. So, why are we saying na maganda yung ganitong strategy? It's because, so we can see here that the client has started with just the minimum amount, which is 5,000. Tapos, ginawa niya na 2K siya on a regular basis. So, we can see yung price nag-change, di ba, from 12 pesos na 13, tapos 12, 11, hanggang 9. Then, after 2009, yung prices went up again. So, nag-recover, nag-11, 12, 13, and even 19 pesos. So, ang lesson lang dyan is that, yun, same way din, kaya ako pinakita kanina yung PSEI. If you recall, yung composite index natin. So, meaning, over the long run, we can expect, di ba, many things na happen in between na pwedeng umakyat, pwedeng bumaba. Pero, mahalaga dyan is that tumaas yung prices pa din na. So, which is, hindi malayong mangyari if we stay the longer that we can. So, yeah, next will be about the share. So, we can see as well, di ba, starting niya is 5K 2007. So, nung nagmo-monthly siya, so nagkaroon lang din ng changes on the number of shares. Imagine, 146. Itong time to 171, tapos na 178. So, may changes dun sa number of shares. It's because of the price as well. So, meaning ito, diba, nag-iba-iba. Pag mura yung price kasi, of course, automatic, mas marami yung shares na nabibili. Pero, on the other hand, if mas mahal, so, of course, the tendency is that yung shares po na mabibili natin mas mababa. So, like for this, basic lang yung computations po natin. No? So, ang total shares na nabili ng ating client na to, yung sample natin was 7,001. Tapos, we just multiplied it dun sa the highest price ng fund which was posted April of 2015 pa. So yun, multiply lang po yun. Shares by how much yung price. Tapos yun, nag-arrive tayo dun sa 270. Okay. Tapos yun, less mo lang, magkano ba nilagay ng client? So, naka 93,000 na siya. So, if we will minus it, total gains niya or yung earnings niya in peso was at 170. Tapos yun, divide mo lang, magkano ba yung i-invest? So, to get the percentage, makikita na po natin in percent. And with that, ayan, so, actually, tapos na ang ating talk. If you will be posting, by the way, yung slides, it's all confidential. Pero if ever you'll be sharing any post, ganyan, under Ramper, so we encourage you na use yung so it's hashtag Ramper Financial. Para we can like it as well, di ba? Tsaka ma-share. So we are your partner in wealth creation and my contact info are the following. So, if ever you have any questions or concerns, yan. So, pwede niyo po akong i-text. Pakilala lang po kayo or email. Yan. So, on pala natin muna yung audio. I mean the video. Yun. Tsaka mukhang may chat.
Ayan.
So, thank you. And I'm turning the floor to Miss Mel.
Ayan. Ang aga natin natapos. Rinig mo ko?
Diba? Apo.
Ayan. Actually, may isang question lang dito, Tina. Sabi niya, yung sa HIP daw, talagang post-dated lang daw yung pwede. Hindi po ba pwedeng auto-debit sa bank account?
Yeah. Good question po. Pag yung sa HIP po, actually yun, kailangan po post-dated checks. Tapos, pag auto-debit, okay, explain po natin, no, yung ibang funds po kasi natin, di ba may bills payment. So, yun kasi walang problem. So, sample na lang. May soldivo ako, kaya so, di ba may BPI bills payment tayo. So, kung meron akong BPI din, so again, sabihin natin pareho na lang pala. Sige, may soldivo ako, may Felam ako, tapos may BPI bank ako. Tapos, in-enroll ko pareho yung soldivo tsaka Felam sa BPI ko. So, kausap ko yung branch ko. So, yan. Na-enroll na. Tapos, kung nakaset up yun as auto-debit, so at least, no problem. Kasi maganda yun, automatic yung booking nun kasi bills payment. So, kailangan lang i-set up. Tapos, given na automatic booking, anong meron doon? No need na for form to fill out. I mean, no need for the client to fill out ng kahit anong form. Tapos, yun, we just follow yung 12 na cut-off. So, okay na yun. Meaning, kahit in-inform ko yung IMG or si Ramber or not, so, papasok yun. Now, yung for the other funds po, so, actually, pwede pa rin pong i-set up yung auto-debit. Pero, kailangan ng form. So, for example, pag fill equity, tapos may BDO ako. So, enroll ko siya. So, pero actually, kahit naka-auto-debit yun, kailangan ko pa rin each time na meron akong form to fill out tsaka sign. So, kahit, di ba, parang idea, yes, automatic booking, pero medyo manual. So, I have to still submit yung form. Yeah. So, upload ko sa system. Yeah. So, yeah. So,
Ayun.
nagkakaiba lang din for that. For the other funds eh.
Ayun. Nasagot ba yun, Jen? Yung question mo. Tapos, ito pa, another question. Pwede po bang makapag-open ulit ng same mutual fund account pero may co-investor this time?
By the way, sige, before I answer that, dun sa client, ayun, ang miss, mataas. Ayun, si Miss Jen, ba? Yun, you can send me an email po, indicate nyo lang po dun yung fund that you have or yung fund na plan nyo po to invest in, tsaka yung mga banks po na meron kayo. So, para explain ko na lang kung paano. Tapos yun yung question ni Miss Michelle. Okay, so yan, pwede bang mag-open same MF pero iba yung may co-invest.
Mm.
So, actually pwede po. So, halimbawa, so Livo, tapos may individual account na ako. So, okay yun. Tapos, mag-open ako ng another Soldivo. Tapos, this time it's joint. So, no problem naman po. Ang before lang po na ina-allow is, halimbawa, Soldivo, tapos, parehong individual account. Dati kasi okay lang yun. So, meaning, Soldivo, lahat individual, 1, 2, 3, ganyan. So, pareho lang, di ba? Nagkaiba lang sa client number. Mag-a-assign sila ng client number for the other account. Pero ngayon, hindi na siya inaalok. So, pag nagkaroon ng change on the account name, allowed naman po. So, magkaibang type yun individual, joint. Same way din pag nag-open kayo ng interest for, so meaning ba mag-asawa nag-open yung mag-asawa ng account.
Personal.
Tapos, nag-open din ng joint account pero interest for. Kasi pwede yun combine joint tsaka ITF. Pwede rin po yun. So, under the same fund, pwede rin, ina-allow.
Ayun. Ayan. But, si Marian,
isa pang,
oo, sabi niya, nagtatry daw siya ng trial ng MyTrade, hindi tinatanggap ang email.
Yan, po. So, okay lang po kaya if you can send us, screenshot. So, di ba nag-try po kayo nga ng free trial account nila. So, screenshot nyo lang po, tapos padala nyo sa akin email. Tapos forward natin dun sa account officer nyo. So, para ma-resolve. Kasi dapat madali lang yun pag mga ganyang free trial account. So, okay. Any other questions po? Yun, you can type. Mukhang wala na silang...
Nagte-thank you. Ito pa. Nag-private message sa akin si Jen. Di ba kapag auto-debit parang may one-time contract or agreement na regular deduction sa account? Halimbawa, nakaset sa 2K every month. Yung follow-up question niya kanina, sasagot mo siguro. Hindi ako nakinig.
Oo nga. Pero actually, pwedeng i-set up siya. Yan. So, yan. Explain lang natin ulit din, ng mas shortcut. Pwede po, pero it depends sa fund, it depends sa bank. So, yan. Yung sample ko kanina, may Solivo ako, tapos may BPI bank account ako. So,
pwede yun.
I-set up ko, pwede. So, at least wala nang problem, auto-booking kasi yung ibang funds lang po, halimbawa may Philequity ako, tapos may BDO bank ako. So, pag yun yung sinet up ko, yun nga lang, kailangan ko pa rin ng form.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least, nababawasan ako. Pero, yung copy
hindi na po-post.
Oo, so, kailangan i-upload ko pa yun. Tsaka kasama po ng form. I-curious ko yun. So, pero pwede pa rin naman po. Medyo manual lang siya. Pero, nga, naka-auto-debit pa rin. Pwede naman.
Ayun. Ganun talaga. Pagka
Oo. Sana nga, actually, yung iba, ang concern nila, sana mayroon ding bills payment ng ibang funds. So, like for Philequity, maraming may
wala pa.
So, sana, pero wala pa din kasing ganong setup. So, although nung last meeting natin, nabanggit nila na meron silang kausap na may ADA, so magkaka-automatic deduction. Deduction agreement na pwedeng i-set up din. So, pero for now, kasi hindi pa siya existing. So, pero we'll keep you posted pag meron pong change. Tsaka mga
open ka na lang ng BPI kung sa Soldivo.
Oo, ganun na lang. Or over the counter po. So, no pressure naman to, if you can open BPI, better. Para mas madali yung iba din kasi at least
Manila lang naman siya. Manila lang naman siya eh. So, pwede naman.
Mm. So, we can open better po. If not naman, pwede rin pong over the counter.
Ganun yung ginagawa ng isa kong member na bills payment lang sa BPI. Yun nga lang, sa pagsuldibo lang for the other account. Yun, kailangan pa mag-submit ng form.
Opo, medyo maano nga lang yun. So, kailangan pa rin ng form ba? Atram yan. So, kailangan pa rin yung FAMI po Metrobank per bills payment yun.
Tsaka kahit scan lang naman yung form, okay lang kapag additional eh. So, okay lang din. 'Di ba? I-kiosk to nyo na lang. Para less better kasi kung online na lahat din.
Opo.
Sayang din sa biyahe, 'di ba? Yung traffic.
Punta pa ng IMB office, 'di ba? Ganyan. So, pero at least kasi yun, mas mabilis yung process. Add ko lang mabilis. Yung Sun Life po required original yung form. Kung halimbawa man na kailangan ng original form.
Kahit additional?
Opo.
Oo nga pala na siya.
Maliban kung nag-deposit. Maraming banks naman kasi yung Sun Life. So, halimbawa, nag-BDO ako or BPI or Metrobank. So, kailangan ko mag-online and log in dun sa Sunlink. Tapos, para siyang kiosk, i-upload ko dun yung copy ng slip. Pero automatic booking yun pag na-upload ko. Pag hindi ko pa siya in-upload, yun, naka-float lang siya. So, ganun naman yung system po ng Sunlight. So, for clients po na mag-o-open, ng Sun Life, tapos yun yung interested paano yung pag-a-add. So, inform nyo lang po ko, email nyo po ko, tapos may forward po ka na copy nung material.
Ayun. Ito, may question sa akin private. Sabi niya, may account yung friend ko sa PNB, nasa London siya. Pwede bang online siya magbayad sa fund niya? PNB. Anong fund yun? Depende pa, di ba?
Opo. And actually, wala nga lang tayong PNB pa na.
Wala palang
So,
PNB.
I would suggest remittance po. Pwede naman pong remittance. So,
soldibo daw ang fund.
Alin po?
Soldibo yung fund nung niya, friend. Siguro member niya to.
Apo, ng friendly client. Pag gano'n, yun nga lang po, hindi kasi match. So, hindi po pwedeng PNB to BPI. So, for yung usual type of transaction.
Hindi
But,
online.
pwede po remittance na lang ako i-suggest.
O kaya, kasi PNB nga pala, hindi pala. O kaya pwedeng, hindi ko alam kung may PNB si IMG. Teka lang.
Ayun, or
baka kasi pwedeng kay IMG. Yun nga lang. Yun nga lang sa IMG. Tapos, ganun din, ikikiyos mo pa rin siya. Meron bang PN? Wait lang, teka lang ha. Check ko sa kung meron. Tapos may isa pang question dyan. Yung mahaba.
Check ko rin.
Ayun, meron daw PNB si IMG. Sabi ni Tita Grace. Ayun, pwede pala. Transfer sa IMG na lang. Tapos, i-kiosk 2 kasi yun lang din naman eh. Kiosk, actually sa kiosk 2, kailangan IMG. I mean, pwede rin palang iba. Yun, kiosk 2. Ito kay kay Verlene. Gusto ko po mag-open din sa Sun Life. Pareho din po ba requirements like sa Phil Equity? Meron po kasi ako mga members na gusto mag-invest sa MF pero wala silang team. Yung team na naman. Ano pong suggestion nyo, ma'am?
Opo. Yun, buti pala may nagtanong about TIN. For ang mga funds po na strict sa TIN are first, Phil Equity. So, kahit wala kang SS, basta dapat may TIN. Ganun sila. Pag PhilAm, kailangan pareho. TIN, SS. Pag first Metro din pala kailangan pareho. Ang hindi strict would be either TIN or SS. Kung may SS ka, okay na yun. Solivo po, tsaka yung Sun Life. So, pwede. Ito, Sun Life, pwede. As long as meron pong SSS number. Pwede.
Ayun. Pwede bang check mo yung na-fill upan daw niya na form sa PhilEquity? Cynthia Basco.
Cynthia Basco. Yan. Opo, pwede po. Email, yung mga for checking po, email nyo na lang po. Para check po.
Okay.
So, yung iba nagva-Viber kaso madali kasing maka-full. So, kahit email
sa
na
phone.
lang. Yan. Check po natin. Basta, actually, yung main lang dyan titingnan, yung PIN, yung mailing ad, yung email ad, yung, yung pirma, kung pare-pareho sa itong forms, pareho sa IDs, visible ba yung pirma sa IDs, expired na ba yung IDs, yan. So, actually, mga basic lang din naman.
Basta picturean nyo lang na malinaw para nakikita. Diba? Para makita din. Or kaya, merong sa phone yung parang tiny scan. Yun ginagawa ko para pag pinicturean ko siya, para siyang as if nakascan, malinaw.
Yung, cam scanner ba yun?
Oo. Teka lang. Ano nga bang pangalan nito? Basta ito yung ginagawa.
Oo, may mga apps na kasi na gano'n, na parang, picture mo lang, pero as if.
Para tiny scanner. Oo. Para parang yun nga, cam scanner. Kasi minsan pag pinipicturean, malabo. Minsan kahit anong-ano mo, hindi mo makita.
Ayun. At least yun, pwedeng, mas formal na yung file, tapos pwede mong i-adjust.
Ayan. Any question pa? Wala na siguro.
Yan, wala na sila. And, siguro photo ops na lang.
37 na lang nandito. Nagsialis na sila.
Always. Ilan lang?
Stop recording ko na, ha? Okay.
Opo.